Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with a new unboxing video because I received mail from Poland a few days ago, once again from the GUSSTAFF Records label, which you've all heard of if you've been following my channel for quite a while, because, well, they've been sending me stuff for ages, and they are, as you might know, focused on mainly Polish music, new stuff, old stuff, re-releases from the past, uncovering like unreleased music from way back, and also like focusing on new bands and covering a spectrum that is all over the place, from electronic to, well, free improv, kind of rockish, guitar driven and stuff, but well, they have been like covering a wide range over the years, and they've sent me new stuff, and well, let's dive into this and unbox this quickly because it's Sunday evening and I am curious what is in there. So let me just open this one. I've taken a small break from putting out videos over the week. Well, this arrived like a few days earlier than I unboxed this right now, but I wanted to give the video announcement for the new release on my Erzählt recordings label like a little bit of room. As you might heard, or as you might seen in the video, there is a new release, a new 7-inch single-sided by Chihuahua on acid, which are like emulating the acid house vibe of like 1988, basically. And I will link that announcement video, of course, in the end card of this one, and of course I will link BANDCAMP for this release up there somewhere, like in the end card as well. So if you feel like it and support me on BANDCAMP, maybe throughout the upcoming BANDCAMP Friday, feel free to get one, like limited to 300 copies, yellow vinyl, one-sided, acid house, like it was done back in 1988. And also, talking this release, I want to send out a shout out to Tom Hirant District for ordering this, so it's on the way to Portland. I hope you enjoy the ride, basically. And what we got here is like 3 new releases and 3 press info, so let me have a look which one belongs to which CD. And the first one we are covering is Fifi Droki Figura Chicks on GUSSTAFF Records, to be released on February 9th actually. Fifi Droki is an interesting name. 15 track list basically, and this is, oh, interesting. GUSSTAFF Records makes listeners accustomed to the fact that they cannot get used to it, which might be referring to the covering of a lot of styles and not focusing on like one singular kind of music. This is an album which is described as a wild folk album with a touch of new wave and post-punk, which is interesting. Roots of the band are in Silesia, which is a old German Schlesien, I guess, so somewhere in, I have to lie here, I'm not too sure where Silesia actually is within the realm of Poland, so maybe I'm not trying to, or better not try to pinpoint it on the Polish map here. But there's original songs here with Silesia punk, a little bit of Silesian folk and a little bit of punk in here, and hypnotizing saxophones, also references to the Polish jazz scene, so this seems to be all over the place. And there's mentioned here not only for fans of the Warsaw Village Band and Killing Joke. I don't know what the Warsaw Village Band does, but Killing Joke is quite a big reference. So let's have a look at the cover, which is a collage, like a collage, which is all over the place as well, with a lot of like little funky animals in there. Looks like this. But this seems to be a wild one. So if you have folk and post-punk and Silesian original like folk music and Killing Joke and punk and all that stuff and saxophones in the mix, this seems to be a wild blend. So let's find out what this is in terms of reviewing that, which will happen soon on my website Erzählt, which is also linked down in the description box as well, and It's not been on a hiatus, but still I'm figuring out where to take the site because like some major agency has stopped sending out promos, so I receive a little less material. But if you run an independent label and do your promo independently, there is a address given on my website, and feel free to send out stuff for unboxings and for reviews, of course. The next one seems to be a split one, probably. Here is the press info as well. 10-track album by Melech and Kurek. The album is called Walk Through. Piotr Melech and Wojtek Kurek have been a duo for over 7 years. Played a lot of shows together and also larger ensembles. This is their debut. No, this is not their debut. This is a sophomore album, but they had a debut out on Antenna Non Grata, which was like referring to jazz and free improv, and now their sophomore album is like motor rhythms, trance-like loop melodies, and a little bit of oriental stuff in there. Bass and soprano clarinets in there as well, and drums. Minimalistic and mindful. So this seemed to be more in the jazz realm for like 10 tracks. Let's have a look at the cover, which is also, this is nice. This cover looks like Boreal's music sounds like, even though I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's like kind of urban, but also like blurry and washed out, and yeah, I don't know if that's jazz related. This could be maybe jazz noir at some point, like very darkish or dark jazz maybe. We'll see, but this is a totally different direction in comparison to the other album I've showed you actually. So this is maybe a good example of how GUSSTAFF Records explores music which is all over the place and not only focused on one style actually. And the last one we got here is by Voices of the Cosmos, De Revolutionibus 2023 in Roman numerals, so I had to think a little about that. MMXXIII is 2023 actually, if my like very blurred knowledge of how Roman numerals work doesn't betray me here. This is the 5th studio album from Voices of the Cosmos, or by Voices of the Cosmos. There are 2 Toruń-based artists, which seem to be a city in Poland, which were invited to join the project. Processing astronomical audio data, including pulsars and black hole collisions, was used in combination with modular systems, which is a thing that might be very interesting to Mr. Lagowski, aka SETI, long-standing like electronic musician from the UK, also known as SETI, maybe best in the ambient scene, but also part of like Terror Against Terror and collaborator of Lustmord, and like prolific techno producer under many aliases like Project Ghost and Lagowski, of course, and also at home in the EBM industrial scene as well. So he's using a lot of space references as well, so this might be suitable for his tastes as well. Also, support was provided by an astronomer from the planetarium and the astronomical observatory in Sommer in Poland, and another guy who's involved in the Nicolaus Copernicus University in Piwnice, which is a town or village near Toruń where the main musicians come from. This is like, well, very spaced out, of course, I guess. There's not much said about what this translates to, but I presume reading this or reading through this, like just glimpsing over the text, this could be more in the ambient or droney realm maybe. The cover points in this direction as well to me. 9 tracks on here. There's a beautiful and probably most defined cover of these 3. a collaboration between GUSSTAFF Records and ETA Records. Very beautiful. Here is the inner part, and there is a fold-out album, a fold-out cover, and this is once again one of those very interesting feeling CDs. It's also the cover, or the print is a matte print, of course. There's no reflection on there, but it feels kind of very silky and very rubbery at the same time. So highly interesting. Really like that. Voices of the Cosmos, Die Revolutionsbus 2023 in Roman numerals. This will also be reviewed on my website Erzählt, of course. So this is a short little unboxing, maybe all over the place, because, well, I worked last night, the first shift of the year at the MACROSPACE Club, and it was like a party, not only a concert. So and also the train is on strike once again, so trains are not really running, so it took me a while to arrive home, and I slept long, and I'm still a little bit fuzzy in my head, so this unboxing might be a little bit like all over the place, but well, you gotta deal with it. I'm gonna put this out like later tonight. I'm gonna go into editing mode. If you like this video, of course, give me a like, notifications, bell, all the stuff. Support me on BANDCAMP, and leave me a comment down there in the comment section if you have something to mention about the albums you've seen. So Baze Junkiii out. See you on the next one.